welcome to Mind-Life Connection. I'm Chika, a hypnotherapist and a mindfulness coach. This video is a sequel to the last video, Practical Guide to Emotional Control Quick Version. If you haven't watched it yet, please check it out first. The quick version came with two sections. The first was waking up from the state of dwelling on negativity, and the second one was emotional shift. In this complete version, there is an additional section which is releasing emotions. As I mentioned before, there are no bad emotions. You may feel uncomfortable with certain emotions, but emotions are natural phenomena that come up for reasons and necessities, and they are actually hints that tell us about our inner state. If you've been withholding any negative emotions for a long time, acknowledging and accepting those emotions can satisfy and fulfill the needs of those emotions, leading to their neutralization, and then you can let go of them. Emotions are not visible, so if you're new to this process, it might feel a little bit challenging to sense the presence of your emotions and release them. But if you've worked on the quick version from the last video and gained some sense of the relationship between you and your emotions, I think releasing emotions will be manageable. Now first, when you find yourself caught up in dwelling on negative thinking, start by sounding the alarm for emotional control to wake yourself up from the state of dwelling. It's important to consciously prepare for this. So putting up some kind of a reminder like this poster helps until it becomes automatic. Once you catch yourself, then you can move on to the new section, which is releasing emotions. That comes with 4 steps. Step 1 is preparing to find the emotion. If you're caught up in negative thinking, you likely have images of yourself, others, or events in your mind. Now close your eyes and make the scene in your imagination completely dark, just bringing down the stage lights and muting all sounds as well. In the darkness, you can feel nothing but your emotions. Step 2 is finding the emotion. In the darkness, focus only on your emotions and find out what they are. Here, it's important to have a sense of curiosity rather than judgment. It's just like you're looking into a cake box and wondering what kind of cake is inside. Once you find the emotion, now try moving it to your hands. You can physically move your hands with your eyes closed, or you can just visualize it. It might be easier if you can feel the color, shape, temperature, or texture of the emotion, but feel free to experiment. Step 3 is releasing the emotion. There are different ways to let it go, and here is something very important. Give your warm attention and acceptance to whatever the emotion is in your hands, and let it know it's safe to leave you now. Then you can be creative here, such as turning the emotion into a ball or a frisbee and throwing it far, far away. You can drop it into a waterfall or a river and see it until it disappears from your sight. Burn it until it turns to ashes. Or you can simply put it into a trash can and walk away, or attach wings to it and let it fly. You can send it to space with a rocket, or flush it down the toilet or drain. You can do anything in your imagination, and physically moving your hands to release your emotion is also effective. Step 4 is a final step of emotional release, where you acknowledge the empty space left inside you after releasing the emotion. If there is still some emotion lingering there, you can go back to step 3 and release it again. But it doesn't have to be perfect here. Once you sense any kind of empty space within your body, take a deep breath and breathe out through the empty space. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. This concludes the process of emotional release. After this, you can move on to the emotional shift that was mentioned in the last video. Then you can use tools like the emotional rescue kit to fill the empty space in yourself with pleasant emotions. Once again, remember your intention to be in charge of your emotions and just enjoy feeling wonderful while you're engaging in any fun activities to make you feel good, and observe how your emotions are shifting. Now here is a quick summary. 1. Hear the alarm for emotional control. 2. Close your eyes and turn the lights and sounds off. 3. Focus on your emotion and take it out. 4. Release the emotion with warm attention and appreciation. 5. Acknowledge the empty space inside you and take a deep breath in and then breathe out through the empty space. 6. Shift your emotions by engaging in activities that immediately put a smile on your face and lift your mood. You can combine the quick version and this complete version depending on the situation, but as you continue working on your emotional control, the time you spend in the pleasant emotional state becomes longer and longer, of course. We are creatures of habit, so what you're familiar with becomes your automatic state. As a result, you will start to want to stay in a pleasant emotional state with less effort. And remember, our internal state is reflected in our external world. When you start to feel more comfortable within, positive changes will happen in your daily living and overall life. At the end of this video, you'll find a guiding audio of this complete process. When you notice the alarm for emotional control, you can quickly access it from the timestamp. It might be easier to get started with this until you get used to it, so feel free to make the most of it. Thank you for watching and enjoy experimenting with emotional control. And see you in the next video. Bye! Now close your eyes and make the scene pitch dark. Mute all sounds. In the complete darkness, the only thing you can feel is your own emotions. Now recognize what kind of emotion it is inside you. What color is the emotion? What shape does it have? How about the temperature or the texture? However it is, now take the emotion out of your body and hold it in your hands. Now give your warm attention and acceptance to the emotion in your hands. And let it know it's safe to leave you now. Now it's time to release the emotion. You can throw it far away like a ball or a frisbee. Toss it into a waterfall or river. Burn it to ashes. Throw it into the trash can. Give it wings to fly away, or launch it with a rocket, or flush it down the toilet or drain. Just let it go. Now check the space that has opened up inside you and take a deep breath and breathe out through the empty space, feeling light, feeling safe. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Now look at your emotional rescue kit or any other ideas you have and start filling the empty space inside you with smiles and happy feelings. Remember, the intention here is to be in charge of your own emotions, and remember to feel the shift in your emotions.